I
What
don't
looks
know why
weird?
faces are just like I'm so.
Yeah,
It's just
that just means you just gotta lean back.
I look like a
Trust.
fucking take up the whole screen. Yeah, I
You're
eat
funny.
snacks and drink soda. Oh, being fat sucks. How you doing?
Ooh, that same, bro.
Wait till you hit
My
my weight. Just kidding. Don't go there.
my little 5'8" frame is not built for the weight I weigh right now.
Yeah. You still doing your martial arts?
Yep, I didn't go tonight, but yeah,
Okay.
it does feel good. It's just I was explaining this to another friend the other day. It's like
Mhm.
my body can only take so much of it a week because it's a lot of like throws and a lot of slams and a lot of prop falls. And like
Mhm.
now that I'm older, my body's like, hey, you got 2 times a week, 3 times a week, maybe, before you
That's
end
it.
up in a hospital. So
No, I got
but
you.
still trying to find that happy balance. But yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I was doing during the summer 16 miles a week on the elliptical, and school's back in session, so busier than I was in the summer, and now underneath my right foot on the ball of my foot, it's so sore that when it's just pain, sharp pain. So trying to make it better yesterday, and I used a massage ball that aggravated it. So now it's even more. So I'm not touch anything for a few days and see feel by Thursday or Friday, and then go light.
Sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of light, Brock Lesnar made Cena, didn't he?
What?
Brock Lesnar made light work of John Cena, didn't he?
Brock Lesnar was only on there for monetary values and monetary
Absolutely.
values alone.
It is a job, career. This is not a job. This is a career.
And I
That night, 8 minutes 50 seconds.
and you know how that conversation went. All right, you gonna get a pop from your intro. You're gonna come in and give them 5 F5s, and that's gonna be the whole match. You know that's how that conversation went.
Pretty much. I mean, the general consensus was that basically did another match like their 2014 SummerSlam, I think it was, when Brock had come back from the UFC, and it
Mm-hmm.
was a squash match then, and it was a squash match on Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. And just like, wow, yeah, it was not exciting. It was the most exciting match in terms of what we expected and hoped for. And then when we saw it, it was like, that's it. The shortest match of the night
Yep.
by almost double the amount of time the next two matches had. Wow. Did you like the match? Or like, was there anything about it that you liked? Or I mean, obviously we didn't really.
It was. Yeah. No, not really. I like John Cena's entrance. That's about it. With the little kids,
The kids,
that was super cool. But
yeah,
other than that, no. I like the
yeah.
fact that Brock looked like the best he's ever looked in a long time, which is scary. The man's what, 49?
48, 49, somewhere in there,
48?
yeah.
Yeah. Um so
That's under.
uh so the performance of drugs are doing really well. But he was a much slimmer Brock and it looked good on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that
Quoted.
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you
No,
you
you go
finished.
ahead.
James saying it was a recent quote or an old quote, but Brock Lesnar is the closest human being with a human gorilla.
Yeah. He does look like a white silverback.
Right. He's just a big
It's like
burly
his
dude.
chest just looked unreal.
Yeah.
Like it was weird, but cool at the same time. I don't know. But I like the trend, and I feel like this past 3 or 4 years, you saw that bigger isn't always better. Like I mean, they're still big, but they're
Yeah.
not huge anymore. It's wear and tear on your body. It's hard to keep that up.
Yeah, and I think to that point, to add to that, they're not that big anymore because that might mean they need steroids or other performance enhancing drugs, and that's clearly was a problem back in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and obviously the painkillers, cocaine, alcohol, etc. But yeah, like all those things are just you can't have that. You can't have your employees dying. Your celebrity employees are dying. Fix it. You know what I mean? And so if that means guys gotta drug test them every so often, good, because you can't have people
Yeah,
dying.
when Rhea Ripley came back 30 pounds lighter, like everybody was upset. I think she looks great. But I
Hmm.
mean, she said it best. She's like, I get injured, and because I have 34, 35 pounds of muscle, it takes me longer to come back from my injuries. So she's like, I can be just as effective being 30 pounds lighter, and I can come back from my injuries faster. And
Yeah,
smart.
yeah, yeah, and that's tough too, especially if you're so used to being a certain size and all those things, and your whole career you've been a certain size and moved a certain way. Now it's like you kind of have to relearn how to move according to your new size. So,
I mean, and she definitely looks more agile.
mhm, yeah, she looks great. I mean, I see her videos or little a couple of reels or whatever when she's in the gym working out. Yeah, she. I mean, if you from the Mae Young Classic in 2017, which is now 8 years ago, I think it was 2017. Um, and just see how she looked like girl next door. I mean, Australian, New Zealand, whatever she's from, but like blonde hair, simple, simple top, like kind of maroon and black, simple bottoms, and now she's super tatted up, black hair, black makeup, tattoo, all this stuff. Like, damn, she looks so different, and she's way over. And props to her. I've been a fan of her since NXT when she beat Shayna Baszler. That's when I was like, all right, this is the chick. This is the chick. Hello to Pickle E. Please. Welcome to Black Guys Talk About Wrestling. So yeah, that first match, it wasn't a whole lot. I had to go back and watch it to see how quick it was, and it was pretty freaking quick. Brock just steamrolling him with F5s and suplex cities and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of thought, well, let's go back to the beginning a little bit of the match where Paul Heyman does the introduction, which I didn't see coming. I
That
think
was
there was
cool.
like a mention of it on SmackDown on Friday that I didn't see it. Um, yeah, I mean, kind of cool. Probably a one-off. I don't think we're going to see Brock be a part
Oh,
of
definitely a
the
one off.
Vision. Yeah, to see him be a part of the Vision would be really. I could see if I have a vision him being a part of War Games if the Vision's in there. Seth, two Bronze, Brock, and probably LA Knight against the Usos, Punk, Cena, Roman. Whoa,
I was
whoa.
I was talking. I made a comment because I was watching it on TikTok, uh,
Hmm.
and I made a comment with one of the guys you follow. I was saying I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3 war game matches,
What do you mean?
3 war game matches,
Like what?
3 different factions. The women's, the whole, family tree war, and then another one that they come up with.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're saying three separate matches of War Games.
Yes.
I see. I got you. Okay. Yeah,
I
that'll be
mean,
interesting.
we didn't think we'd see a lot of stuff that we've seen this year with 2 day events. The 1 day events that became 2 day events, and events going overseas. So why not?
Three War Games matches in one. Hmm. Well, I mean, if they eventually move Survivor Series to 2 days? Because I know SummerSlam was this year. I think Royal Rumble is that next year supposed to be 2 days.
I think so.
I mean, Survivor Series, who knows? I mean, it's during Thanksgiving holidays, so you never know. The Big Four could always end up having, two, especially if there's a men's version of a match and a women's version of a match, like the Royal Rumble, right? Stuff like that. I could see, like letting the women main event. Because keeping it real, I heard Monster say it this morning when I was listening, and I agreed. AJ, Becky, Stephanie, Io are the MVPs from this weekend.
I agree.
From
Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, think about it. You could have the whole Uso feud. That's one War Game match. Then you can have the Vision LA Knight feud, and then you have the women's. The Rhea Ripley and Io Sky with two other, maybe Bianca and someone else versus the Kabuki Warriors, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
There's a lot there.
that might be overkill because two is one thing because it's like you get the guys, you get the women, then to add a third, and you're only probably going to get 4 or 5 matches. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would do that, but I see where you're going because
There's a lot of overkill in
yeah,
the sport right now.
yeah. But yeah, so the match really wasn't that great. Brock Lesnar and John Cena. By the time Solo was doing his stream right after the show, he said during his stream, I just got word from one of my his media people, insiders, that Brock was already on his plane back to Saskatchewan in
I believe
Canada.
it.
I was like, that was quick, but that's why I didn't want to go last. But imagine, as big as
That's in
that
the
match is
contract.
going to be, imagine if that match was the main event.
Oh, people would have been so upset and fighting
Oh, yeah,
and throwing stuff.
absolutely, absolutely. It would have been ridiculous. People would have been so mad, and it doesn't feel like the new era of sports entertainment. It felt like another WWE PLE. This match probably was like a C minus. I don't know if they're gonna do something else with it to lead into
And
something
I think
else.
I think it's a one off, but that's just me. I could be wrong.
I would like I said, Cena, Roman, Punk, and the Usos against Brock, the Vision, which is 3 people, and whoever else I said. Oh, LA Knight. Which, seeing how things are playing, I could see how that could all work. We'll see if it actually happens, but yeah, I can definitely see a women's war game with AJ Lee and Becky on 2 different sides, and Rhea and Io and Kyrie and Lyra and Bailey and like there's names there. Oh, and Alexa, Charlotte. I don't know if they're gonna have them involved. Uh, Bianca, Tiffy. I can't stand her. Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah, time for her to drop the belt. But go ahead.
I don't like her
Continue.
as I don't even know her as a person, but I don't like her as a person. It's not even her character. I don't think I would like her as a person. She just has a weird. I don't know. It's not for me. Anyway, moving on. Second match. LA Knight became the special guest referee for the Vision, featuring the two Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, with Paul Heyman against the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. Very interesting match to see it start off as a 2-on-2 and then kind of turn into like a TLC match out of nowhere. And like,
Yeah,
I'm not qualifying no one for nothing.
I kind of like that. That was cool.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of reminded me, if you remember, like the old WWF, Triple H and so would be having a match, and all of a sudden it spills to the outside, and now they're going through the crowd, but it's not
Oh,
a
this
false
is
count
no, yeah,
or a no
yeah.
DQ match. They're not calling it like, hey, it's do your thing. The Rock did do that at the WrestleMania, not this year, but the one last year with the match with him and Roman against Seth and Cody. When Rock was beating Cody or Seth up out on the outside, the referee's counting like 1, 2. Rock stops, says, "If you keep counting, I'm going to fire you."
I remember that.
Whether he's kidding or not, but still, it's just like
That's
it's like
funny.
I'm the boss. Stop counting.
That's funny.
I'm 50. I'm not getting back in the ring that fast.
Right, that part.
So yeah, that was funny. But yeah, kind of definitely a better match than the previous one. What did you think of this match?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
it. My thoughts were it would have been a great Monday Night Raw final match or
Yeah.
SmackDown final
Yes.
match. It was good, but kind of
Yeah.
tired of that food already. But that's just me.
Yeah. Jay actually did get cut for real. I thought it was fake. But when
No,
he
it
hit
did.
somebody with a chair, yeah, it bounced back up and hit him. That's why he actually had the bandage.
Ricochet, right?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, did they squirt blood on Braun Breaker's back? I'm like, oh, it's stupid.
Yeah,
Why would that happen? I just missed it. But yeah, so he really did get cut up. But it looks like he's okay. He was obviously in a match tonight. We can talk about
yeah,
that
but
later.
they were avoiding that forehead like
Yeah,
like no
yeah,
other.
yeah. Because you don't want him bleeding all over the place or getting a concussion for real. So
Reopening that, yeah.
yeah, so the Vision wins this one. I don't think they're done considering how things ended up tonight. We do
Yeah.
have what is it next month? The oh shit. What is it called? The one in Perth, Australia.
Crown Jewel? Crown
Crown
something.
Jewel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Crown Jewel. We have that next month, October 11th, I think it is, or 3rd. It's at 5 a.m. on a Saturday for us because we live in
Yeah, I
California.
know.
So I will be watching it on another thing after I wake the fuck up.
That's fair.
Or I might wake up at 6:30 and just be like, I'll catch it from the rest and I'll watch the earlier stuff later. We'll see what happens. But 5 fucking a.m. You got to be kidding me. It is what it is. I'll deal with it. So yeah, fun match, and I'm sure this is not done yet. Another fun match, probably the best 1-to-1 match of the night, was definitely Stephanie Vaquer and Io Sky for the vacant Women's World Championship because Naomi had to go
Yeah.
on maternity leave. So these two women fought it out. What did you think of this match? 20 minutes, 11 seconds.
I thought,
Do you remember this match?
no, I remember it. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great.
Okay.
I love how she won the match off the top
Mhm.
rope. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Hell of a
But
talent.
it just struck me as a Io Sky type match.
Okay.
You know,
Meaning what? A lot of high flying. What do you mean by
a
that?
lot of high flying. She got a lot of her spots in. She did a lot of her signature moves, a few uppercuts. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was, like I said, the best singles match of the night. Uh, I'm a big fan of Io. I'm becoming a big fan of Stephanie Vaquer. She's
I'm still
been
working on it.
Yeah, she's been kind of getting popular over the last before she got to NXT. People were talking about her a little bit. I think she was in CMLL or somewhere in Mexico, I think, but she's not even Mexican. She's Chilean. But anyway, yeah, I'm becoming a big fan of her. So she's a hacker, and I like that she's like that. I don't like the whole. I don't know. There's some of the female workers where I'm just like, it seems like you're not even trying.
Right.
And if it's not something you can do, then by all means, never mind. But if you can do it, and you're just like doing something else, and I don't know. Some people suck, and she is not one who sucks. So I
Right.
give Stephanie Victor props to her for winning the women's world championship, and she is now the women's world champion. And I think it was a good match, probably the best match of the night. Yeah.
Mm,
Speaking of fun matches, mixed tag team match.
that was the best
I
match of the night for me.
was the best match of the night. And I got to give AJ Lee the MVP of this match because she'd been gone for so long. There was a couple of botchy moments, like spots here, like here and there, kind of like waiting to set up. Like, come on, this is not. This looks less natural, right? Flow.
That's
And
right.
so I kind of just because she hasn't been there long, I'm over it. And I honestly think they probably it was doing so well.
What's up? You cut out.
It made the match longer because it was doing so well. So I think
I can
that's
see
why it
that.
went almost 2 minutes. Yeah. 29 minutes, 18 seconds for CM Punk and AJ Lee against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. A lot of cool spots. We had the double submission holds. Punk had Seth in the sharpshooter, aka
Sharpshooter.
the Scorpion Deathlock, as I call it, because that's Sting's move before it was the
I
sharpshooter.
love
But
that.
respect it.
Between AEW and WWE, they were all paying tribute to each other. It was great. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, yeah. Well, even that. Yeah. Back to that for a quick second. Cena playing tribute to Edge at the what was it, SummerSlam last month, and then Edge paying tribute to Cena this weekend. I was like, that's so cool. I love. Yeah, that's so cool. It looks shitty, but respect to the friends, you know. Yeah. But yeah. So the double submissions. AJ getting the Widow's Peak. Is it the Widow's Peak? Her
Something
her finisher.
spider or something. Yeah, whatever.
She had that on Becky, and then Seth came over, and I was like, "Oh, okay, he's gonna throw her." Then she got it on him. I was like, "Oh, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see it coming." The multiple curb stomps. AJ got one on Seth, and Punk got one on Seth. Like it was really cool to see all this stuff. The table spot on the outside that was a little botchy, like a little like a pause. Like what are they waiting for? But yeah, it was a fun match. A+ for this one. What do you
Yeah.
think?
No, I think I have very little to say. I agree with everything you say.
Mhm.
For me, it reminded me of the '90s and '90s and late 2000s mixed tag team matches where the guys would get in if you would on the girls and the girls would get in if you were on the guy. And I
Mhm.
think like when it became politically incorrect, you know, you would watch a
Yeah.
mixed tag team match and you're like, oh, this crap is boring. But this one was actually really cool.
Yeah, the last time I saw a mixed tag team match that I enjoyed was Mania, I want to say 32 or 33. Triple H against Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. To see Ronda Rousey with Triple H in while he's in the corner, you know.
Judo throw.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah, I
lot of
remember
fun to
that one.
watch that.
That one was
I
cool.
was at a I was at a restaurant in Huntington Beach at that Super Bowl, that WrestleMania, and there was a regular that was at the bar that I knew for a long time. He was and he was like, "Oh, really? They had a WrestleMania?" I was like, "Yeah." And I showed him the Peacock or whatever it was on WWE Network, and he sat there and watched like at least 10 minutes in the match. Like he was having fun. I was like, "This is wrestling is the thing that even this guy's older than I am, but even like people who don't watch are gonna have fun with it. Kids are having fun. They
Right.
see guys like ISO Speed, Kai Cenat, these streamers, they come, or the pop stars like Vanessa, is it Vanessa Hudgens, who goes to the shows and stuff like that's really cool. Macaulay Culkin, he goes to shows, and I mean he's an actual fan.
Right.
There's a star who's also a fan, whose name I won't say, but yeah,
Fun star.
she's a real yeah corn star. I
Fun.
don't know what her name is. 'Cause I've never watched that stuff a day in my life.
No, I mean,
I know
I just think it's such it translates in so many different ways. Like you have a lot of pro athletes that love WWE, like that
yeah.
grew up watching it and are like
Hmm.
when they're on the road or they are in playoffs or whatever, they're watching WrestleMania in their living room, So it's really cool to see them, invite them to come to these shows. I mean, some of it's paid, but some of you can actually tell they actually want to be there and it's fun.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Because why wouldn't you want to see some of the top celebrities and athletes in the world? I mean, they don't play a sport per se, but just to see people that 40,000 people will go see in a stadium, to be a part of a show like that, whether you're just in the front row as someone who got paid to be there, or I mean, the energy in a place like that. Have you ever been to a live WWE show ever?
No, I'm still,
Okay.
still, I
Okay.
have to. I've been to a live a UFC fight. Like,
Okay.
haven't been to a live basketball game or football game. So those are definitely things I got to do. But I definitely want to see a live. Pro.
I will say I've been to I've been to other like smaller events like Lucha Underground and some other stuff like that. But I've been to one WWF event. That was 1988. I turned 11. That tells you how old I am. And my neighbor, my best friend, was my neighbor, and him and his family put all of us. We had to wear like nice clothes, and we went into a limo, and we went to the LA Sports Arena to watch Hulk Hogan and the Big Boss Man. And that was, I don't
That's
remember
cool.
the energy, but I know how excited I was to go. Like
That's
in a
cool.
limo, and it's WWF, and I don't have to pay anything. Perfect. Yeah, so I can only imagine the energy in a place, 30, 40,000 people for the event. But anyway, best match of the night, 29 minutes, 18 seconds for CM Punk and AJ Lee. And then the main event, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre. Drew had to sell the knee a bit. Did a good
I
job
thought it was
selling the
good.
knee. Yeah, I
Thought it was
mean,
good.
it wasn't a main event. Like there were one, two other matches that could have been the main event based on how well they did,
That's
and then
fair.
one other, a third that could have been the main event based on the hype that we had mentally, not TV hype behind the match that Cena Lesnar. But Cody and Drew felt like a Raw match or like a Saturday Night's main event, like nothing special. Just like, okay, they did their thing, and Drew sold the knee and couldn't do the Claymore and lost the match, and we were waiting for surprises and surprises and surprises. There were no like one came out at the end. No Roman, no nothing, no Brock to attack him or anything. Brock was already on the fucking plane. So yeah,
I bet you
nothing.
John Cena was on the plane too.
Probably so. Yeah,
He's probably going back to shoot the rest of Peacemaker.
yeah, yeah. There were some that I did not anticipate, which was a big vehicle or whatever, big blacked out windows pulling up. You're like, who's pulling up right now?
That was
Pat
cool.
McAfee, and then Tyrese Halliburton. Okay, because it's
That
in
was cool.
Indianapolis, right? He's the Pacers, so respect. They show
That was
up.
super cool.
Pat was there for like 3 or 4 matches or something like that.
Yeah, and then he dipped. I was like, where you gotta
Yeah,
go?
he probably had to go film his show because that dude's getting like 4 paychecks a week. I don't know this guy,
Yeah. And
and he's a
I like the fact that he was like, I gotta take some time. Because
yeah,
I'm sure his wife was like, really? Really?
yeah, dude.
You doing 17 damn different things.
I know, and that's the thing. Sometimes when you're a guy who's that driven, like you only have so long because at some point you have to stop because you just can't do that forever.
Right.
And so it's like you don't do it now before. I don't even know if he's 40 yet.
No,
Like
I don't think he
that's
is. Late 30s.
let me see. Probably 38 is my guess. Let's see.
I'll give you
Google
38.
says, Google says he is. Son of a bitch! It cuts off. Oh my god! You got to be kidding me. 87. So 1987. So oh my god! I'm right. He is 38. That's funny. What a lucky guess. 38-year-old Pat McAfee has a TV show on ESPN. He's been a color commentator or whatever on Raw, and I know he does at least one or two other things. And he was an NFL player from 2009 to 2016, so 7, 8 years. Oh, he was a professional wrestler too. I forgot. He wrestled in NXT and WWE. He has a WrestleMania match, doesn't he? Against
Yeah,
Austin Theory. Jeez.
somebody.
Yeah, it was Austin
But
Theory.
like I said, it was cool. It was cool seeing him. That was super
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, and
That
then
and it's like everybody was freaking out when Michael Cole took a little break. I mean, he needed a break.
20, 30 years. Yeah, bro.
So
Sit your
it's
ass
like,
down.
he took a week off, y'all. I'm sure his
Go ahead.
wife was like, "Hey, what's your name again?"
Welcome back home.
Seriously,
Take the trash out.
that part.
But the one big surprise we did get, other than Paul Heyman obviously doing the entrance for Brock Lesnar, Undertaker coming out like, oh, cool, he's here, right on,
That was cool.
pulling up, and he comes down, sits ringside
Ah,
next to Stephanie
yeah,
McMahon.
American Dad. I love that one. Yeah,
Well, they had the gongs first, and then they
the
went into the
combo.
American.
Yeah, I love the combo.
Yeah. And when he started kind of ramping it up, I was like, wait a second. he's about to announce her to be in the Hall of Fame. Like thinking in my head, right? And he
Right.
does, and it really did catch her off guard, which was
Yeah.
really cool because you could see the wrinkles in her face. All of a sudden, she's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna start crying."
Right.
I was like,
And,
"This means a lot to her. That's dope."
and then
That's
and then if you watched it today, they did a split screen with Hunter. I'm
like,
sorry,
yeah,
with Paul. Yeah,
yeah,
and you could tell
laughing.
Paul was like, she had no idea. Like
Yeah, yep,
they pulled because she went back and she's like, really? He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit up there and ruin it for you. That was super cool. She deserves it.
yeah. Of
Like
course, she will be
her
the first
body of
McMahon
work.
She will be the first McMahon inducted since her grandfather, who had
Oh
passed
wow.
when he was inducted. So Vince Sr. is in, Vince Jr. is not, obviously, and Shane is not, obviously, and Stephanie now will be. So she'll be the second McMahon, but the first McMahon alive to be inducted. So congrats to her. She's earned it. If I know this is a little bit
Respect.
before your wrestling time, but the WWF magazines back in like 89, 89, 90, 91, they used to have like models for like the t-shirts and stuff, like the Hulk Hogan t-shirt, George Animal Steel. Shane and Stephanie were models in the catalog for
Oh
yeah,
wow.
just Hulk, a t-shirt, something
Whenever just kids,
not even drinking age. And Shane was actually
not even drinking it.
Shane was actually a referee at one point. I think at one of the Royal Rumbles, one of the first few Royal Rumbles, he was a referee because he was a little older, right, than she is. But yeah, just kind of like a cool, like, good for her. She's earned it. She'll probably be the headliner unless they get Batista or somebody. I don't know who's left to go in, but yeah, I think she'll probably be the headliner. Overall, what would you rate this show on, or grade the show on a scale of A to F? I have my answer, but I don't want to tell you yet. I don't want to sway you.
I'm gonna overall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it ugh. I two ways. I'm gonna say C plus,
Okay.
or I could say B minus, but that would be like really generous.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say a solid C plus.
Yeah, I'll give it a C or a C minus, like a half, like maybe 74, 73%, because of Cena Lesnar should have been a better match. If they would have gone another 10 minutes, I know they kind of spam the finisher thing, and that's just what it is, but if they could have gone 10 more minutes and like done some stuff maybe around the ring or maybe through the crowd a little bit or something like that, like there needed to be something, and they just weren't doing it for whatever the reason is. It
I mean,
just it took away from it.
are we sure one of them wasn't hurt, and that's why it was so short? Because I looked and I didn't see anything.
Yeah. So regardless of hurt or not, I mean, if there was like a glaring injury, then I'd be like, all right, I'm not even going to rate that because it's not fair. Because it's live TV, right? But for this, if there's no glaring injury, it just looks like they just booked a squash match. So that's what you thought it was worth, then by all means, you can book your show however you want to book your show. I don't have to like it, and I don't,
That's
and
good.
I didn't.
I don't know. I don't know. She's been in the business for almost 3 decades.
Yeah. Well, as a model, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. You want to go that
She's
back
not
that far?
50.
That's five decades. She's over 50.
No, she's not.
Oh, she's
I
got
got
to
it.
be
She
48. Son
can't
of
be
a
that.
bitch.
Yeah, 48.
Hey, I was
Is she
close.
old? Yeah, you were. Is she older than Triple then?
No, he was an adult.
51, right?
He was an adult in
52?
'94. He's like he's 56.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
He does not look it.
well, took on him roids and shit forever. Yeah, he's almost 60. Like, think about it. Him, Triple H, Sting, Undertaker, Kane, Michaels, all those guys, they're closer to
That's
retirement
true.
age for normal people than
I didn't.
we think.
I just. How old did you say Triple H is?
56. Yeah, he just turned 56 this year.
How old is Taker?
Let's see,
61, if that.
60 even.
Wow, they're that close in age?
So he'll be 61 in March. Cena is 48. Kane is 58. Yeah.
I always thought well, maybe because it's the way he carried himself, but
Yeah.
I always thought Triple H was so much, or sorry, Undertaker was so much older than everybody, and he's not.
No, yeah. It's funny because he was wrestling back in like 85, 86 down in Texas. He used to be like the something Punishers, Dice
Spilt water
Punishers.
all over me.
Yeah. And then eventually he moved over to WCW and wrestled against the Road Warriors, the Steiners, and all those guys. And then became the Undertaker, and he's been that ever since. And he nailed it. A red-headed Undertaker that could not rest in peace. Did my eyes do it? Did they roll in the back of my head?
The right one did.
It hurts. It hurts.
The right one did. I don't see how, like, what did they say? Shane McMahon's son, Deacon McMahon, is pushing for his father to be inducted into the Hall of Fame following his sister's announcement.
He should
But
go.
you have to be. He will. He'll go, but it's going to take a while.
I think
in 5 years.
Yeah, it can't be the same year. If event, it'll be too obvious. They have to do something. They have to like film something away from it, and then So if you ever watch the NFL and how they do Hall of Fame announcements, they'll have one of the former teammates, like it was Antonio. No, it was LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Put in his house, and he's like, "Why you got a film crew here?" And he's like, "I just want he's got his gold jacket on. He's like, I just want to thank you for your yada 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 blah blah blah. Welcome to the NFL Hall of Fame." Like, oh my god,
they need to do more of that.
Yeah,
they need to do more of that.
I think
Does Cody
WWE.
Rhodes? Who did Cody Rhodes do it for?
Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, that was cool. That was so cool.
That's absolutely. And Shannon Sharp did it for his brother, right? For Sterling, who had to retire, unfortunately, like in '94 from a neck injury.
Right.
And he was like on par with Jerry Rice being like the guy during the '90s. And he had to wait 30-something years.
And then Antonio Gates did it for Phillip Rivers for the Ring of Honor for the Chargers. That was cool too. He came to his house, and I know the Dallas Cowboys do that too.
Yeah, that's cool
for the Ring of Honor. Yeah,
I really when they do that because it's like you're bridging the gap between because you could just have a GM do it or this or that, but it's like let's make it special. Let's let it go viral. My favorite one was when the guy who was like the curator of the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. I forget his name. He's an older gentleman, black hair, kind of a thick dude, and he would go to people's house, right?
Yeah.
If they were all in the same hotel, for the announcement, he would knock on their doors, and it's cool. But then it also means if you're in the knock, fuck,
I just thought it was one thing that I mean, if you are an avid fan like we are, we got it, but it was really cool to see Undertaker tell Stephanie this in his eyes, this little girl that used to sit on his lap, and for him to be able to induct Paul as well. That was super cool.
Yeah, they're real life friends,
Yeah, definitely.
It's cool to see that.
It
does remind me
uncle, right? He was like a really protective uncle. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. It reminds me how old I am because I grew up watching Undertaker when I was 12. I watched Triple H when I was 18, 19, somewhere in there. Like I've seen Stephanie for a long time. It's just like the older they look, I'm like, oh, let me look in the mirror. Yep.
Hey, we got this melanin, bro. This melanin is holding up.
Yeah, but still.
I know it's gonna stop. I know it's gonna stop holding up one day, but as of right now, it's holding up, and I am happy.
I need a clothespin to hold back the wrinkles.
Yeah.
the next WWE pay-per-view, PLE, and then we can talk in a second about how it looked on ESPN. But the next one, there's already 3 matches for it. It's Seth and Cody for the Crown Jewel Championship, champion versus champion.
The ring.
Yeah. Stephanie Vaquera against whoever the SmackDown Women's Champion will be, which will be in a couple weeks. Is it this week or in a couple weeks?
I think it's this week.
So it's Tiffany, Jade, and Nia.
Nah, I hope it's Jade. Give her her little 3-month push and then take it from her.
I will say this: since
It'd
we're
be cool if
going
it's
to
Nia,
Perth,
too.
we're going to Perth. They're going to have to wrestle Stephanie. Stephanie is a phenomenal talent. Who else is a phenomenal talent from that 3 that should be, in my opinion, in that match in Crown Jewel? I don't
want
know.
Tiffany.
No, I hear you,
can't
but
stand her.
it's like, from my perspective, just putting on a show. If you put in someone who just like it's just not going to work, like you wouldn't have. I don't know. There's
But Nia's gotten so much better. I could see Nia. I just think after you get over the fact that Tiffany can do flips, she's not a good wrestler.
No,
she's not
I got
locking anybody up. She like, and
She's a
I just
gimmick.
think that would look so bad for Vicera. What's her name? I'm sorry. What's her name?
Vaquera.
Vaquera. Because one thing I can say about her, she's a good technical wrestler. And that was on display. And I thought that was great. And I just don't think, I don't know, her and Tiffany would be a great matchup.
It's unfortunately probably the best of the 3 that they have possible. In terms of match quality, not in terms of my favorite or your favorite. I think it's the best option in terms of match quality. I mean,
go ahead.
Well, I'm thinking Jade is still too green, and Nia. I don't know if I mean, this is me. I don't know if I would trust her. I mean, Stephanie's kind of got the golden
Got a
goose.
lot better though. Got a lot better though with spots and
how she snaps on people and like will start actually hit you,
mm-hmm.
like she did with Charlotte. I know that was a few years ago that she was cut and then brought back since then, but I mean, she's been sloppy in the ring, and I don't want her to hurt anyone for real because she's either sloppy or doesn't give a shit, and her cousin's the fucking board member. You know what I mean? Like, I wish there could have been a better option.
I think it's got to be Jade, and they literally go back to when Dusty was sitting in there, and he was helping them script their matches. I think it's going to have to be one of those, like where they actually go to the Performance Center and work out this match.
Wait, Dusty was helping Jade? What?
No, Dusty was helping the females with back in the training to script out their match.
Yeah.
Or say, hey, you got these 3 things, these 3 spots you got to hit. I don't care how you guys get into them, but these are your 3 spots you have to hit.
Yeah.
Giving them options. Someone smoking weed. Go ahead.
Not me.
Not me.
The other match is John Cena versus To Be Determined. So we don't know who he's going to go up against yet. Okay. So could be a Brock. You know what they could do? You know, he's got like 4 dates left.
December the whatever is his last date.
Yeah. I wonder if they would make it a match with Brock where it's either anywhere or somehow it's like, now we're going to give you the good. You had to sit through the bad shit for 8 minutes, 50 seconds. Now we're going to give you the good shit. And now it'll be a 20-minute match. And Falls Count Anywhere, chairs, TLC, you know what I mean? And maybe Cena goes over, maybe he doesn't. You know, Solomon at the end of the Cena match, when Brock's doing, giving the F5 to the referee and then the F5 to Cena, since Jacob Fatu is doing nothing now, to set something up for later with Brock or something, but Jacob, he's not doing shit right now. Solo either. They're both quiet.
That's true.
Can't book everybody every week.
What I was gonna say though, excuse me. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but Brock was gassed. He was purple.
Yeah.
So he's got to knock off. He's got to knock off that ring rust too.
Yeah, he does. He does. It's been less time for him, but he's a larger man, so the cardio is going to be different than it was for AJ, who took 13 years off or whatever it was. But um, she's a lot smaller, and I'm sure her cardio is just fine. But yeah, so I can see them doing something. I don't think we'll get more than 5 or 6 matches, but considering it's coming on
Oh
at
yeah,
5 in the morning, I might try
yeah,
to go to sleep at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. the night before. We'll see. If I go to sleep at
that's fair.
9, that gives me 8 hours. I gotta wake up and take a dump. That gives me. I might wake up early. Who knows? See what happens. Okay, Raw tonight. I did not know it was starting at 4 p.m. Did you?
I did not, so I caught it like 40 minutes into it, and then I had to rewind it and watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna watch the opening segment, but I forgot because I have ADHD and I'm not always paying attention, and I don't always write things down. Um, the breakdowns were Cody Rhodes did a promo. Seth came out and they were talking about the match coming up at Crown Jewel, and then I had to stop it and go back to watch the rest of Raw. Um, was there a fight between the two of them at all, or no? Did
No,
they? Did
he
they
called off the dogs,
okay,
and they let him walk through.
all right. And then we had another segment following what happened to Jay at WrestlePalooza. It's Jay Uso versus LA Knight, a good idea tonight. They wrestled tonight. I think that was that the main event? No, that was not the main event. Never mind. That was a bad question. Um, so let's see. Backstage, fired up Jimmy Uso told Jay that he tried to get a rematch against the Vision tonight, but the former world champion booked his own match against LA Knight. The fiery intensity of Jay and his gaslighting of his brother continued to trend toward peak heel Roman Reigns. So Jay is kind of like heading down that direction of heelish behavior
Sucks.
again, but on his own.
Sucks.
Yeah. Um, but he's gonna need a character change because you can't be the same character forever. It's
So
just not gonna
but
last.
he's so over, and I'm just ruining it. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, that also tells you, depending on how well he does as a heel, the comeback story. Because
Yeah.
look, Roman was a heel for like 4 or 5 years, and now he's beloved. He was beloved as a heel. He was doing so well. There's not many
Now he's
guys who
heel.
can be a bad guy and get cheered. Ric Flair's one of them.
Now
Roman's another one.
now he's heel-ish.
Yeah, he's still an asshole, but less of one without Paul Heyman and
That's fair.
his bloodline. No disqualification 6-man tag match. I did not see this because I got home and didn't know it was already on. The War Raiders, as I called them, the War Machine, because that was their name before they signed, and
And
Penta
that.
against the New Day and Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
The New Day's heel turn has kind of just turned into nothing, hasn't it? Yeah. So it's like they kind of got to run Raw every other week or every week, and that's pretty much
Yeah.
where they're going to be because when's the last time they had a match on a PLE or the War Raiders or Penta, Grayson Waller, forget it. Austin Theory, I think he's injured, so that's different.
Yeah, he's
But
still injured.
okay, so anything goes. Did you see who won this match?
Yeah. Penta and the War Raiders.
Yeah, it looks like Penta pinned Waller. They gave a Bleacher Report gave the match a B. It
Yeah.
says
It was decent.
let's see. Oh, something I wanted to tell you a couple weeks ago when Bailey was doing the gimmick and she was hugging people at ringside all of a sudden, or maybe it was last week. So after all her promos of her just like talking to herself and things, voices in
Good
her head,
personality. Hmm.
right? But at some point, she's gonna turn a hug into a Bailey the Belly suplex. So someone's gonna be hugging her. She's gonna be like, it's gonna snap. It's gonna be a belly to belly, and then it's like it's over, and it's like that's her new next
There was a
opponent.
little bit of that tonight, but go ahead.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that like way in advance, so it looks like I'm not cherry picking. But
No,
yeah,
no,
I
no.
did. Okay, I don't cherry pick. This is basketball. I'm tired. But yeah, so she had a match tonight after the Stephanie Vaquera promo. Congratulations to her. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Bailey wrestled Roxanne Perez. Bailey's back to hugging people again. she came out with Lyra Valkyria, who's a great talent too. And she went to hug her at the end, and Bayley pushed her off, pushed her down, and said, "You think you can hug me?" So
That was the psycho side of her.
I think they're trying to do like a bipolar Bayley.
Yeah,
Just yeah, and I know you said split personality, but yeah, it's like maybe a mental health.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, and I don't know if she's gonna pull it off that well.
I wouldn't be surprised if. Go ahead.
Yeah, not because of her, but more of just like it may not be a really good idea. But I like the. I don't like the coming out and then switch, coming out and then switch. You know, every week like coming out switch. Is that I don't know. Is there ever just going to be a switch where it's like now it's on? Forget the happy huggy version. I don't know.
I think if they're gonna go for it, they should go all out. And she dye one half of her hair. She comes out one half of her gear is one happy side, and the other, yeah, that would make more sense visually.
Yes,
And then she eventually just snaps, and it's just crazy Bayley.
that I'm 100% with. I love that idea because that's what she was kind of doing when she had the inflatable flailing tube Arbmen, whatever. And she came out and all of a sudden just knocked them all down. You're like, what the hell is happening? When she used to be the huggy, before she would do her like corner spot where she'd like run and like hit somebody with an elbow, she'd take her ponytail and then switch it to the side, right? Or something like that. Or fix it, whatever it was. And then she'd go do her move. So I could totally see her almost doing like a Two-Face, right? Like black and white. Thunder Rosa does that if in AEW.
Right.
I love her work. Dustin Rhodes does that.
Does
Where he
that,
has
yeah.
painted and the other half is not.
Yeah.
I'm totally with that. I really actually like that idea. And then it would probably allow for space for her to maneuver between which one is which Bailey are we getting tonight? You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's a good idea. Great idea, actually. Congratulations to you. The first idea I ever liked.
This guy. Whatever.
Disappointingly, when Rusev came out, I forgot he was even in
Yeah.
WWE.
Blah.
Great, looks great. I will say
Looks
that
great.
compared to how he looked before he left WWE the first time, um, he looks so much better. He's like the same size, but I think like with the head shave, the beard, the trunks are different. He's not doing like a silly Rusev Day thing anymore. It's just yeah, he's just a badass, and he looks great, performs well as he always has, but it just seems like no one really cares anymore. And he
Dom's gonna
beat.
drop the title to him.
You think so?
They're already setting it up.
Okay.
Backstage, he went at him. He says, "I want that belt." Dom throws what's his name in the match today instead of him. He'll drop
Katie
that belt, and
McDonough?
then Dom can focus on the AAA championship.
Yeah. Triple Omega, yeah. Yeah. That's right, because Dom came in at the end and tried to beat him up, and that didn't work or whatever. I forget.
Right.
LA Knight against Jey Uso. They had their match, which I thought was like, this is way too soon. I know we've been kind of
Right.
building it for a while, but for on TV for
Like
free and not the main event,
throwaway. Yeah.
just and considering how they ended it, I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense to give it a throwaway and not make it run longer. But Jay and LA Knight were fighting, and then the Bronze came out, and then they got attacked by LA Knight, who had the lead at the time. And then when he turns around from kicking Braun Breaker, he gets speared by Jey Uso. And then, yeah, and then he gets hit with the Uso splash. And then 1, 2, 3. But the referee didn't count immediately. And I don't know if you saw Jay get up immediately after the match, like, hey, what the fuck? Why aren't you counting? The shoulder's not down. It's a shoot pin. Like, for real, pin him then. Don't look at me. Yell at your boy. You got to put his shoulder on the fucking mat. So yeah, a little botchy or whatever. Nothing too serious.
That was funny.
Yeah, so I'm looking at like an Uso night against the Bronze, maybe on Raw in a week or two or something like that, or maybe at Crown Jewel. Who knows? Who knows? And then did they really just? Where's the? They didn't give me the results of the damn Rhea Ripley and Asuka. Wow.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so Rhea Ripley and Asuka had a match tonight, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to see the whole thing. But
It was
at the
good.
end, was there an actual finish?
Yep.
Okay, Rhea won, and that's why she got
Rhea hit
sprayed.
her with a hit. Rhea hit her with a roll up because the Kabuki was gonna hit Rhea, and then
Yeah.
Asuka did her thing, and then she hit her with a roll up, and they were celebrating, and then she got hit with the spray.
Okay.
I mean, all over her. Like she looked
Yeah.
like a Smurf.
Green. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was crazy. And then Io's out there and they're beating her up, and then no, I'm sorry, not Io, Kyrie, and then Io comes out, and then she gets Asuka to stop, and then I mean it's classic heel shit, right? As soon as Asuka's like, okay, I'll stop, and then hits her, and then it's like, all right, so I guess we have a tag match coming up. So maybe we're gonna have at Crown Jewel or whatever the fuck it is. We're gonna have Asuka and Kyrie against Io and Rhea, and we're gonna have the Uso and LA Knight against the Bronze. God, it's
I
hot.
wouldn't I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Io and Rhea tag team run.
But who are the champions right now?
Charlotte and Lexa Bliss.
Oh, that's right. Well, you never know. Could be. Could be. And don't tell me who won the NFL game tonight. I don't know. I'm recording it with 7 minutes to go. So I'm sure it's over by now, but don't tell
It
me.
is. I won't.
Okay. Thank you.
We got to do our
Um,
pick'ems too, by the way.
oh, it's so hard to keep up because I didn't keep up week one. Did you?
Oh, it's all good.
I mean, we
I
can
just
do them.
like picking them.
Okay, NFL week. This will be week 4, right?
Yeah.
See,
Go
if I look
Chargers.
right, huh?
Go Chargers.
If I look at NFL week's 4 schedule, I might find out the result of the Ravens and
Okay. Then we don't
Lions
have to do it.
tonight.
It's all good.
Okay, no, we're good. We're good because it's not giving me records of the
I
teams
can look. I'm about to say,
playing.
okay.
So as long as I don't put anything else, I'm good. All right. So Seahawks Cardinals Thursday. I'm picking the Cardinals because the Seahawks just got whooped. Wait, no,
I got
won didn't
Seahawks.
didn't the Seahawks win on Sunday?
I believe so.
Shit,
Let me look it
and I
up.
can't go back and look. If I start
I'll
looking,
look it up. I'll look it up.
thank you.
I can do it.
Because I know
See.
they played the Saints, but I don't remember who won. Someone got smoked though.
Excuse me.
All to the G.
Score. They. Oh yeah, they beat the Saints. They beat the.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
this is
picking.
the game where they beat the brakes off of them. It was
Yeah,
44-13.
that's right. So yeah, I'm picking the
I got.
Seahawks.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
No secret there.
no. Vikings Steelers. I'm picking Aaron Rodgers. And oh wait,
Yep. I think the Steelers won, right? Or no?
they did, and so did the Vikings. I read something today that said ever since the coach of the Vikings has had a redheaded quarterback, they're like 12-4 or something like that. So
I'm still gonna. I'm gonna take the
I'm gonna
Steelers.
go. Yeah, I'm a big Tomlin fan. If I were a player, he's one of the few coaches I'd want to play for. Him, Bill Cowher,
Right.
Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick, and maybe like one other guy. Yeah, that's it. I want to get yelled at. Titans, Texans. I got Houston.
They're stinks lately.
Yeah.
Titans, you said?
Houston
Titans.
Texans.
I'm gonna take
Texans.
the Texans. I think they're due for a win.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna rain tonight. Rain coming in about 3 hours.
Nice.
Fun. Eagles, Buccaneers. I'm picking the. Both
Ooh,
teams
that's
won.
gonna be a good one.
I'm gonna pick the
I'm
Eagles.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles because I'm a fan.
Yeah. Me too. Picking the Eagles. Panthers, Patriots. I'm picking the Patriots.
Damn. I'm
Who you
picking Pat
picking?
too. Pat
Okay.
too. Panthers are garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Bryce Young, not cutting it. Chargers, Giants. I'm picking your team. Oh wait, no. Do I?
Do
I
you?
don't like your team. I'm picking the Giants.
Okay. I got the Chargers.
Hope you lose. Saints and Bills.
I'm just mad you
Saints.
lost.
Bills are gonna win this one. I
Bills
picked.
all the way. Saints are
Yeah,
garbage.
garbage. Commanders and Falcons. I'm
Ooh,
picking. I'm
picking
picking.
Washington.
I think so too. I want to see Washington and Philly in the NFC Championship this year. Maybe Detroit, but not the Niners. Too much. Browns Lions. I don't want to click anything, so I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the Lions. The Browns have not been performing very well.
Although they just won, I'm picking the Lions too. The Browns did really good the last game.
Yeah, that is still the Browns. Yeah, so I'm
That is true.
picking the Lions. All right, we got one,
Me
two,
too.
three.
They'll find some way to mess it up.
Oh, we have 7 games to go. Goodness. All right. Colts and Rams. I'm picking the Rams.
Picking the Colts.
Okay.
They've been on a little tear lately.
Okay. I'll probably change my picks by the time Thursday rolls around. So
Of course.
don't put me on these. No, it's fine. Jaguars, Niners. Niners won ugly yesterday.
They did. But
And
it's
they
a
don't have
Jag.
Purdy, and they've been using Mac Jones, the former Patriots quarterback. So I don't know if they're gonna. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars.
I'm gonna go Niners.
Okay. Bears, Raiders, Bears. No, Raiders. Fuck the Bears. See how I really feel.
I'm gonna go Bears.
I hate you. And
I don't
Ravens
like
and
it.
Chiefs.
Ooh,
Don't give me the answer to the game, but were there any significant injuries in the remaining of the game tonight before it ended to the Ravens? Like Lamar didn't get injured, or Derrick Henry, or Zay Flowers,
they
or
didn't. They didn't get injured. No.
okay. Sounds like there was an injury. All right.
Yes.
Okay. In the fourth quarter?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, it happened earlier. Okay. Who was it? Because I saw most of the game before that.
I forgot who it was, but yeah, they talked about it, and that's how I remember it. The commentaries. But I'm
Was it a
taking the Ravens.
was it a
I
Ravens
think it was.
player?
Yeah, it was a defensive player.
Oh, okay. I'll take the Chiefs because
They going 0-4, buddy.
they
Just
did
kidding.
go.
Just
That's
kidding. They
weird.
won.
That's right. They did win yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Giants.
They tried to lose.
Yeah, I know, huh? It's just not working out right now. You know what? Both teams are not doing what they should be doing. Period.
At all.
Yeah. This should have been
I'm bum puzzled. It's weird.
a flex game for like week 14, 15.
That's fair. But
Yeah.
they say what you want about the powers that be. They were like, no, we're gonna front load this schedule this year to
Yeah.
make people want to watch it, and people are watching
We
it.
got Chiefs, Eagles. We got Ravens, Bills, and now we're getting Ravens, Chiefs, all by week 4. That's
Yep.
wild. That's
Yep.
wild. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
All right, I got the Ravens.
Then we got 3 more games. Packers
All
and
right.
Cowboys. I'm going
Ooh.
Packer. No, it's in Dallas. I'm
Even
going Cowboys.
even though the Packs got smashed. Packers, and you said Cowboys.
Yeah, I picked Cowboys.
I really don't like the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with Packers. I probably lost that game, but I don't like the Cowboys. The
Lovely.
Cowboys are like the Raiders to me. I just can't do it.
Racist. And then we got Jets at Dolphins at 4:15 next Monday. I'm picking
Jets.
who's their quarterback?
I don't care. They have to look at the other quarterback. They can't keep him up right.
I know. And ever since, and I'm not trying to be funny, but ever since he got his concussions, where his hand was like
Plural.
stuck, yeah, his quarterbacking just I don't know, man.
That's
Like
got to do something to you.
I feel bad for the guy. I want the best for him because
Me
I don't
too.
wish harm to NFL players. Like it just why. But that was scary. That was
Yeah.
almost as scary as Damar Hamlin on the field for an hour. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah. Yeah.
I cried because I was like, "Don't let this man die on the field. Don't let
Right.
this man die on the field," and he didn't. Thank God. Anyway, I'm gonna pick the Dolphins for Monday night.
Okay.
Bengals and Broncos. I'm gonna pick the Bengals, Cincinnati Broncos. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
pick the Broncos because we beat them up, so they need to come back.
And you know what? The Bengals don't have Joe Burrow, so I'll go Broncos. There you go.
That's fair.
Okay.
All right.
Damn. That was quick. That was an hour.
Mm-hmm. That
And
was an
there's
hour.
so we have Crown Jewel. We have two NXT events between now and we have another one October 25th. That's going to be Halloween Havoc. Then we have Saturday night's main event in November 1st. Then we have Survivor Series War Games November 29th. And then we have Saturday night's main event December 13th, John Cena retirement match. I will not leave the house that day.
Probably me either.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
End of eras, man. I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm feeling sad already. So next.
I still think
You keep saying that. I think he's done. I think he says he's done. He's done. That's just me
yeah,
personally.
I know WWE is a show and I'm not opposed to being duped by a TV show because
I
it's
just
about entertainment, it's about TV, it's about getting people to come back in. Remember, WrestleMania, Rock versus Cena was first time and only time in a lifetime, first time ever, last time forever, right? And then what did they do the next year? Just kidding. We brought it back.
I hear you, but the only pushback I have is he really wants to start focusing on his acting career.
Yeah. Well, we never know when there might be a writer's strike again. And if
That
you
is
can't
true.
film, what do you do? I mean, he doesn't
That's fair.
need the money, clearly, right? But
No. Oh, it's passion. His acting is totally passion right now.
yeah, I'll put it this way: maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's retired from the ring, but I bet you he still shows up to an event here or there, or a this or a that, and
That's
maybe
fair.
even Rock did, where when he wrestled Eric Rowan at one of the WrestleManias, like 34 or something like that. It was a
Mm-hmm.
6 match. I could see that happening, where all of a
That's true.
sudden Cena's just like talking to someone comes out like a Baron Corbin type guy, right? Where it's like not a big like one of those effeminate tag team guys, Kip, I don't know what their names are. The deadly, pretty deadly.
He's pretty deadly, yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe one of them comes out, or Austin Theory comes out, or something like that, talking that yin yang, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
AA 1 2 3, add it to the list. I thought he was
Right.
retired, technically, but
Right.
he got pushed, and then maybe that'll be one of the. And I mean, he'll be 50 soon, so who knows?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's what we got going on. I don't remember anything else I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Robert Redford. The
Yeah.
only death in the last that matters.
Word. 89 years old. Look, I have no pushback
89.
whatsoever.
Wow.
89.
Wow. 89. That's another 3 years for me. Just kidding.
Shut up.
And 4 years for you, Grandpa. All
I
righty.
know, right? All righty.
You have a good evening. I'm going to go back
You too.
to do some work.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Peace.
Peace.